Well, today's weather hit close to home. Literally, this was my backyard this afternoon as very heavy rain came through this part of the Miami Valley. And notice what looks like a river at the edge of my backyard. That's actually a ditch that doesn't typically take on that much water. Certainly doesn't help that they're doing some construction behind my home and there's no grass there. So a lot of the water just filtering in. Many spots across the Miami Valley looked exactly like this because we saw rain totals anywhere between 1.5 inches to nearly 3 inches in a few locations, especially to the south and southwest of Dayton. That's where we have a flash flood watch currently in effect until midnight tonight. I am seeing trends, though, that the rain and thunderstorm activity is diminishing, so that's going to give us some time to let that water recede. Very possible that flash flood watch will be canceled early, but for now it is still in effect as we have a lot of deep moisture that is still in place. This is why the southern Miami Valley saw so much rain and there wasn't any activity across the north. There's a stalled out boundary to our west, and we have some winds that have pushed in the moisture from the south, and you see the blues and the oranges. That's the deep moisture. A little bit of a guide there. There's Interstate 70 from Columbus into the Dayton area. South of that, enough moisture to tap into to create those heavy downpours and the potential for that flash flooding. Across the north, there is a thin little air of dry air that's in place, and that's not allowing any of that moisture to form into showers or even storms this afternoon. And you can see that on our dew point map. Upper 50s for Bellefontaine and Wapakoneta. It probably feels quite comfortable in the far northern Miami Valley. Get into Dayton and south, you have dew points in the upper 60s to low 70s. It feels muggy. We have the rain and storms, heat index values in the upper 80s in many locations through the southern Miami Valley. Now, this setup that we're in place, the more comfortable weather northeast is going to pretty much hold there. We'll see a little wind shift, some more northeasterly winds will push that humidity just slightly down for the next couple of days. But as it comes down, the temperatures go up, and we're going to look at highs into the 90s by the end of the week and through the upcoming weekend. There's a possibility of a heat wave with several days in a row hitting that 90-degree mark. Live Doppler 7 radar shows not a lot of activity now. Those showers and storms are dwindling and will continue to dissipate as we head into the rest of this evening. You'll notice that on Futurecast after 5-6 o'clock will become partly cloudy to mainly clear. It'll still be mild and muggy through the night, only falling to about the upper 60s. And then tomorrow afternoon, we'll watch for a few more isolated showers or storms to fire off, mainly a little bit further down closer to Cincinnati. Most of us that had that heavy rain today are not likely to see it again tomorrow. For the rest of the 5-day forecast, there are those 90s that I just mentioned, lower 90s from Thursday all the way through Sunday. 4th of July is going to be a steamy one. Now, we may have an isolated downpour or two around for the weekend, but again, most of us will have plenty of sunshine. At 5:30, meteorologist Dante Jones is going to show you a time-lapse video of a storm racing through the Xenia area earlier today, and at 6 p.m. I have your Independence Day forecast.